Hallelujah!
Welcome back to ADHD Whiskey. My name is Matt, and today is the 10th day of the Minnesota Whiskey Elite / ADHD Whiskey Advent Calendar. If you'll notice something about me, feeling friggin' good. I'm feeling what some professional feelers would consider to be quite a bit better than I felt yesterday and the day before and the day before and the day before and the day before that. Am I like 100%? Gosh, no. That's never gonna be the case. My 70% is my new 100%. Super sorry for mailing it in the last few days. I didn't mean to be a Debbie Downer or a Grinch or an Ebenezer Scrooge. And if you're ready for the return of the Jolly Man, we're back, baby. We are back. We are back in the sleigh again. It's time to get into the 10th pour of December. But before we do that, I think I have to move my brand new Jeep Trackhawk. Gifted to me by the one and the only Daniel Carter. Friggin' legend. Let's go elbows deep into this to find out what type of mischief we can get into. Day number 10. I got super extra smart before shooting video tonight. I actually put these samples in front of my space heater and they are nice and toasty, extra warm and cozy. America. Into the glass with this whiskey, hopefully we'll get frisky. The color on day 10 appears to be what some colorologists would consider to be. The color of this bourbon is kind of like a chocolate Labrador puppy's eyes. If you look deep into a chocolate Labrador puppy's eyeballs, it's the color of this bourbon. Wow. Wow. That, whew, my nose was not expecting to be blowed away, but it's blowed away, brother. The warming of the whiskey beforehand, super solid move on my part. Super smart move, because the odor evacuating this glass is just so dense, and not everything I say is gonna make the cut. And that's the stuff you really wonder about. And that's what probably just happened. This is bready and very bakery, very blueberry. Very blueberry. Wow. That smells like the girl who turned into a blueberry on the Willy Wonka show. What's her name? Augustus Gloop or something. The more I nose it, the more I'm getting a little bit of a sour note, a little bit of a grass action. It's a bit grassy and a bit sour and maybe slightly dairy, maybe slightly farmy, maybe slightly crafty. And that would be a craft action lawsuit if nobody who smelled it enjoyed it. And if they felt like they were harmed by it, then they would file that craft action lawsuit and hope to get like 16 cents in the form of a check a couple years down the road, in lieu of being able to sue them for millions when it turns out that it actually was manure that they were drinking. Let's go in for the first sip of day number 10. Venezuelan voodoo, that's violating my mouth with powerful vibes of, wow, that was a powerful message sent by the whiskey gods. Welcome back to Whiskey, Matt. Hopefully you can taste this shit in your face, son of a bitch. I'm putting this stocking stuffer in the 130s, 130-ish proof. I didn't get as much farm action from the palate that I thought it was going to. Based off of the nose, I thought I was gonna get some like sourness, but it didn't really appear on the first sip. So, like any good elf would do, I'm gonna go in for a second sip and reassess my business. Wow, now I'm getting heavy butterscotch on the nose now. That's wild how that just popped out of there. That's what she said. Yeah, this is like a butterscotch cookie. Butterscotch morsels. All right, second sip, here we go. It's very mouth coating, it's very powerful. It's doing like a lot of, what's the word? Like heavy lifting It's doing a lot of heavy lifting. This is definitely a barrel strength bourbon that's just packing a punch, like a wallop, like Butterbean in his prime. That's a bad example. I don't think Butterbean was ever in a prime. I do get a little bit of a nut on here. There is a little bit of a nut. On the nose, when I was getting the craftiness, the little bit of farminess on the nose can kind of point towards a younger bourbon. A little bit of a younger bourbon. But then I also started to pick up a little bit of a nut on the nose, and there is a slight bit of nut on the palate. I don't think it's quite like a Knob Creek nut or a Heaven Hill nut. It did give me some Jack Daniel's vibes, but the finish of every Jack Daniel's product I ever taste has a very unique and obviously Jack Daniel's note of a barrel tannin that I always taste. I didn't have that red winey tannin that I typically get on the back end of a Jack Daniel's product, but if I put everything together, and I think this, younger barrel strength whiskey with a slight nuttiness that halfway resembled a Jack Daniel's single barrel proof that drank extremely hot via first sip, I'm going to go ahead and venture a second guess of this advent calendar that this in our hand tonight is an Old Forester single barrel proof pick. Do I like this? Actually, I like this one quite a bit. The nose at first put me off a little bit, but after tasting it and going back, getting the butterscotch, getting the different things, I like this a lot. I do like this a lot. One final sip, I'll give it a score, and then we will reveal today's 10th day of Christmas pour. On day 10, I give this empty glass's ass 7.7. It's very good. Did it benefit from me coming off of a sickness and me just like so happy that I can taste again? Maybe it did benefit, but who knows? Who knows? Santa baby, reveal today's pour for me, please. At ease. On day number 10, we were drinking. Well, I'm wrong again. This is Heaven's Door Cask Strength Single Barrel Straight Bourbon Whiskey, selected by Barreled Up. The Heaven's Door Cask Strength, really, really good. 124.46 proof. Tennessee distilled. Really? Huh. Oh, baby, oh, wow. In the comments below, if you had this calendar, if you're tasting along with me, let me know. What did you think of day number 10? What did you think of this Heaven's Door? Did you enjoy it? Did you love it? Did you really like it? Are my faculties still broken? Let me know. What do you think? What do you think? Heaven's Door on day 10. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you everybody for the well wishes. Wishing me a speedy recovery. I'm feeling much better now. Heck yeah, ready to rock the rest of this calendar. If you're not subscribed already, shame on you. Hit the subscribe button and the shame will be lifted. Hit the thumbs up. And my name is Matt. This is ADHD Whiskey. And like I always say, keep your head in the clouds, but your mind on just clicking one of these bleeps here. One of these bubbles. There's merch on one of these bubbles. There's a subscribe button in one of these floating bubbles. There's 2 videos in these floating bubbles. One of them here, there. I don't know. There's 2 videos. If you haven't watched one of these videos that are showing on the screen right now, do yourself a favor and me a favor at the same time and click on one of them that you haven't watched. And if you're not into watching, then just know you're being watched by the big man himself, Santa Claus. He's making a list, he's checking it twice, he's gonna find out who's naughty or nice. And that means in and out of the bedroom. So I'm not sure what he's looking for in the bedroom, but something tells me a little naughty might not be such a bad thing. Love you all. See you tomorrow for day number 11.